But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a great Tuesday. That's what day it is. It's definitely Tuesday. Welcome to the stream. Is it? Yeah, it is Tuesday. Okay. Almost panicked. I was like, wait, is it Wednesday? No. It's Tuesday. I did not get into the unfortunate the Overwatch 2 beta today, the closed beta. I might get in tomorrow though, so I would say there's a good chance I get in tomorrow, so we might end up doing that on stream tomorrow. So instead today we're gonna play, hopefully a bit of Phoenix Wright. Oh god, I'm burping. It's gross. I remain unconvinced about this game. I'm scared. What am I, halfway or 2/3 of the way through like case 3? And it's just been extremely fine. Team Fortress. Ha ha ha. Ho 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 ho. Alright, so yeah, let's play Phoenix Wright here for a bit. I think. Now I say this, who fucking knows? I think I can go for like 3 hours tonight. I think I can give 3 more hours to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney here. Alright, now you guys are just being mean. Dude, I'm sitting here working. I'm at work, and like every like 15 minutes I'm checking my email. I was checking my email for the invite, and even though I signed up for it and I didn't get it, and I'm like, this is truly upsetting. This is the thing that's gonna make me have a bad Tuesday today. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law offices. There's someone screaming outside, and it's very much throwing me off. Phoenix says, that was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Oh, legal talk. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Fuck a fair and legal trial. We gotta get through these cases. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Does someone want to remind me why he thinks he knows who did it? Did we get to that? Is that how the last day ended? Was he sure that he that he knew who was? Because I'm trying to remember, who did he think? Was it the producer, or was it the nerd guy, the stereotypical nerd guy, or the lady that we saw like 2 seconds of? Or am I not supposed to know? Do I not know? Do I know anything? Whatever. I'll figure it out. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Oh. Was that the whole deal? That... The guy who ended up dying, Mr. Hammer, stole the costume and then tried to frame, but then ended up dying somehow? I feel like I'm missing something. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Oh, the game is answering all my questions. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? No, shit, I clicked the wrong thing. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP. Powers. Right. Yeah, let's talk to him. He knows things. October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. She thinks this is just a joke, when it is very much not a joke. Could you tell me more about Miss Vazquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Oh boy. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vazquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. This game just fucking loves to body shame Salmonella, dude. Fuck that guy. Okay, so I was curious. The 5 minutes ago in the game was like, oh, I'm pretty sure, like, Phoenix was like, I'm pretty sure I know who did it, right? And I'm like, oh, did we actually determine that? But no, it's down to maybe 2 people. So it was a straight up lie. Well, that gif of Tyler the Creator, okay, so that was basically a lie. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vazquez came to Global. 5 years ago. To the studio. Oh, fucking hell. Not her again. Alright, October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. I'm probably going to give her a third voice this time. Yeah. The coughs come preemptively this time. The old windbag sure is quiet today. Oh, thank God. Is she not going to talk at all? You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Great. Damn it, I was hoping she would not talk at all. I was wondering about Vazquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vazquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? It doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. You're too young to know. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you're dragging a star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. Okay. Good talk. Let's go employee area first. October 19th, Global Studios employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Comes busting in like the fucking Kool-Aid Man. That's the product I'm thinking of. No touching. Eek. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. Or dramatic. Sure. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. Oh, boy. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See, if there's traces, it'll change color. If they're... What do you say? If they're all... If there are traces. I was looking at the delay. I don't know. Do I just not know how to speak English? If there are traces there. Is that a legal move? Is that a legal English move? Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color alright. So the ribs on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like... Oh wait, that was Phoenix line, wasn't it? Whoops. Looks like it. Steak plate, added to the court record. Found an employer. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I'd buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. I don't. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Anger issues. Trying to think about it, you would hate this game if you had to read it out loud. You know, I always not always, but I consider, I want, sometimes I end a stream, or I step back, or in a game like this, where I've said that I've had pretty lukewarm reception to this game so far, where I'm like, would I be enjoying this game more if I was just playing it not on stream, and I was just reading it in my head? Like, would I actually be having a better time with the game? And every time I generally am like, no. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's different. I'm obviously reading it out loud. So there's that. I am essentially, kind of like as you say, it is like I've been chosen in the classroom to read the novel, the passage, the paragraph, but then like every paragraph, it's like a bad nightmare where every paragraph I just keep getting chosen. Like, they're like doing popcorn and they're like, hey, pick the next student, and then it's like I just keep picking myself somehow. No one likes that but theater kids. See, and that's the thing. I'm very much not like theater kid energy, obviously. So I don't know. It's not like it's exhausting to me or anything, though. It's not. I don't find it difficult. If anything, I just have to try to remember voices, and then I mess that up, and it's like, it's whatever. Who am I trying to impress at this point, you know? But the alternative, if I was, let's say I still streamed this game, but then I just didn't read it out loud. What if I just silently read the game, and then I'd make like comments or whatever, but like we just didn't read it? That would probably be bad. But then, like, there's moments in, like, you know, I mean, I said it earlier for this game, but, like, back when we were playing, like, Danganronpa V3, I always enjoyed the court, or the, you know, the trial sessions, because those were voiced. And so then I had, like, a moment to just, like, the game talking to me. Like, I could just get that, but now it's, like... Now I'm curious, are you saying are you taking any criticisms I've had of the game so far and being like, oh, it's probably because you are in a sense like streaming it or having to read it out loud? Because I don't know. Because if I step back, like I said, if I step back away from the stream and I go, like, I don't know, if I'm like, okay, whatever, like if I took the last part, or if I take tonight, and I'm like, all right, if I play this for like 3 hours tonight, and then I go, okay, if I, instead of streaming this, I just played for 3 hours by myself, like, would it really have increased my enjoyment of the game? I don't think so. I don't think so. It is in theory, though, more work. I'm having to work, if that makes sense, but it's fine. I get it. Whoa! Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushed paper cups, bottles. Now I'm just thinking about how comfy I was playing this in my bed on the Switch, and how less comfy I'd be trying to stream this. Yeah, that makes sense. That's true. No, that's true. That's true. That makes sense. Especially with, like, visual novel type games. I don't know. I will say, it does make it a little... I'll say, like, I mean, before this, right, I was playing AI The Somnium Files, and that's basically like a visual novel with puzzle elements, sections to it. But that's a visual novel, but it's all voiced. And so it was nice to, like, that was all being read to me, basically. So that was like a nicer experience as far as, like, playing the video game and then, like, also it being on top of the stream. But I'll say, like, reading this, my negative, at least so far, is like, it's not a negative for me to be like, oh, I'm having to read it. It's just a fact of the matter. If it was voiced, it would be nice, but I'm not like, oh, it's a problem that it's not voiced. But I am having to, like, yeah, it's not like I'm getting comfortable and reading a book, like in my, you know. But then, like, I've done other visual novels on stream and stuff, and like I had to read all of 428 Shibuya Scramble, and that was hours and hours and hours. That game just never ended. So I don't know. But yeah, it is, for lack of a better term, work. But it's not bad, because this is whatever. It's a video game. I don't mind it. It's doable. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yup, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Dude, because speaking of, I mean, this is very random and probably, there's I don't end up watching a ton of streams that often, but sometimes I'll have them on, like, the background when I'm working from home and stuff. And there's a streamer I follow on Twitch and stuff, and he does other games, but he was occasionally, like, his chat wanted him to play Phoenix Wright. And so he played through the first game recently too, and I just caught a part where I had already played, so I wasn't saying any spoilers or anything. But literally, he was sitting there and just, like, speed reading it. He was literally like imagine, like, and not doing any attempts at voices or anything, and he was literally just like, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim, and then next line, nothing, and it was just, like, completely different. And I'm just like, I watched it for a bit, and I was like, this doesn't seem enjoyable for anyone involved. Like, this seems... Because if I was just reading it in my head, if I was playing it off stream, I would still probably read it at a normal reading pace, and I would probably make stupid voices maybe in my head. Like, so, for me to see someone else, like, play this game and just be speed reading, like... like, the case was happening, it was the courtroom, and he was just like and just, like, going through the dialogue. I'm like, what? So that was weird to me. Like, I can't do that. I don't know. This is where I critique other people. It sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottles added to the court record. Any game that isn't FMV, like Contradiction, Spot the Liar, is just bad and not worth it. Good point. Dude, okay, speaking of FMV, oh shit, let me open up Steam. I'm gonna post... if you're watching on mobile, it might be a little harder. There's this game that's, I mean, I think you can still click it and still watch the stream or listen or whatever. Or maybe, wait, does that actually even work? Let me see. That goes to my wish list. No, fucking hell. How did that? Let me try it again. Oh, God. There we go. At least with that, the link, you can see the title of the game. there's a game that is coming out in like a month or so, and it is an FMV game called, what is it? The Centennial Case, a Shijima story. And it has FMV, and it has like, it's being worked on by people of like games. No, I fucked up the link. Do the second link. The second link. You fool. You fool. But I've been hearing a lot about this game, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll get it immediately at release, but it looks like a game that's like right up my alley, and it has FMV, and it extremely like yells like 428 should be a scramble, obviously, to me, but like it has like, I forget who, but like, oh shit, it doesn't have it on this page. Let me see. I know it's being published by Square Enix, but it has like the writers from some, I want to say a writer from Danganronpa maybe? I don't know, but I'm very excited for it at some point. So maybe after I get through all the Phoenix Wright games here and just have a bad time with them or whatever. Okay, so we got this thing. We have the fingerprints on the bottle. We have the steak plate that has the traces of the sleeping pills. Easy. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Oh god. It's gonna be her, isn't it? She's gonna be bad. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But she still has a digivice around her neck. It looks straight up like a digivice. This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Too bad Best Phoenix Wright is the third one. I mean, I'm gonna get to them. Here's the thing. I don't think this, no matter how, you know, whatever I say is like a bad time right now I'm having with this game, like, I'm committed to finishing the trilogy. So, I'm not, this one would have to offend me so much here in the second half that I would have to be like, okay, I'm not doing anymore. Plus, I've been told that before. Like, Colton was like, I was talking to Colton, I was telling him how lukewarm I'm about the game, and he was like, the third game, he says, is like a masterpiece or something. I forget the exact words he was using, but he said there's like some plot points that are some of the best things he's ever seen in a video game or something. And I'm like, Jesus. Yes. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Oh, the intense music. Yeah. Miss Vazquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know. Bad stuff. How old is she? 18. Okay. She's acting like a fucking child. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, The Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet. You understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, Penny. They will not be okay. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Sue someone. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Wait, what is this? Bruh, I just got a scam text that's from a number and that says my Netflix supports. We are unable to process your latest invoice. Please update your billing payment. One invoice my Netflix -correct .support. Oh no. My invoice with Netflix is, there's a problem. Somebody. I'll get my secretary on it immediately. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Wait, what am I doing? What? I'm showing her the... my badge? What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Neither do I, Nick. That's actually the real Netflix? No, it's not. Are you part of the scam too? Did you send me the text somehow? Trying to get me to... They're just doing real... Yeah, I know, they're having they're struggling apparently. They're having problems and then they're like, oh, we really need to, we need to cut down on the people doing the password sharing. And people are like, that's not really the problem. Funny that. I don't either. Oops, let's try that again. Okay. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Mr. Monkey Head. I mean, I don't... What? I'm supposed to show her something to... Why am I trying to convince Penny something? What? What am I... And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love this deal. This is weird. Why are we trying to convince Penny? She has no power in this. She's the PA. She doesn't have any power. What are we doing? I was in my head, I was thinking of trying to make, like, come up with some kind of joke regarding that, but yeah. They lost that one revenue model, that one subscription. They're like, ah, shit. Guys, okay, here's the things. Netflix, NFTs. We're doubling down on our video games. We're going to offer more video games through Netflix. And also, we're going to crack down on password sharing. It has to be done. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Again, she is an 18-year-old production assistant. What the fuck is she supposed to do in this moment? I don't understand Phoenix's plea to emotion here. I don't understand. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Exactly. Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vazquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vazquez asked him to do. I thought that was going to be a question mark. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright, we're out of here. I'm going to the main gate. What? You're still sneaking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Oh, Windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who did they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. She'll bite. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, God. I hate this animation. I don't understand. What? Why is she... Oh, Toad! Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that? The recently departed, no less. Suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer... And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Do I have proof? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. With... Was it on the camera? What's that supposed to prove? That means nothing to me. Nick, kind of having trouble figuring that one out too. You're being bad. Okay, maybe I can't do that yet. Let me try going over here. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director, or the producer. Oh, it's the weird birds. The weird bird chirping. Oh, it's her again. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Ms. Vazquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me? I'm watching the clouds. I'm not... The clouds. The heart-shaped cloud. I forgot what shape he said. Turn into a box-shaped cloud. Does what the fuck shape did he say? It was like turn into a circle cloud. I don't know. That's why I shouldn't try to remember stupid old internet stuff. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Oh dear. Show her the Mr. Monkey head. Show it to her. Show her the head. The reference is you don't know the heart-shaped clued? Oh god. Alright, it's time for Austin shows a meme. Fuck. But here's the problem. I have to find the video. Oh no. Find the video. Oh fuck. How do you find a meme? No, not the old man yells at Cloud. It sounds familiar, but you don't know what I'm talking about? It's gonna bug me if I can't find it now. Now this is what the stream is. This is what the stream is meant to be. No, 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 no. Yes. It's the Psychic Man. Psychic Man. Psychic Man Cloud video. Into a T-shaped cloud. Here we go. Is this it? Alright. Am I gonna get in trouble for showing this on stream? Second screen experience. There we go.
Recorded in February 2012.
Alright, let's just...
See this cloud? Well, this is a psychic weather control video by T. Chase. See, I make videos where I exert power over clouds and wind. This cloud, I'm going to try to change its shape. See this kind of roundish cloud? I'm going to try to make this into a T-shaped cloud.
Sorry, the audio sucks ass.
Turn this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud.
No, that's exactly the voice I was doing.
I'm going to try to make this cloud into a T-shape by psychic power. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a
This video is 6 minutes long, dude.
T-shaped cloud. Make this cloud into a T-shape. T-shape.
Because apparently psychic powers means you have to say the word cloud funny. Because he says it normally, and then when he starts trying to exert power,
into a T-shape.
He says cloud. this on Joel McHale's A Soup?
Clean
Was it?
into a T
I mean,
shape.
this video is old. I mean,
T shape.
2012. 2012. I mean, Jesus, this is older than 10 years.
T shape cleaved.
It just starts like breaking.
T-shape cleaved.
Like it doesn't turn into T at all. It just starts breaking apart. Like I hate to be that guy, but
cleaved.
he keeps trying to say T and
Bar at the tube in T shape. T shape cleaved. T shape cleaved. Cleaved into a T shape. Cleared into a T shape. That's it, into a T shape cleared. Cleared into a T shape. Reform into a T shape cleared.
reform. Reform it. Reform. It is basically non-existent, and he's like reform.
Cleared into a T shape cleared.
I can't.
That's it, into a T shape. Now solidify the T.
Yeah, dude.
Solidify the T shape.
It takes a lot of force.
Cleared into
Psychic
a
manifestations,
T.
a lot of force.
We have a T at top, but make the lower part of the T. Make it into a T.
Alright, no more. No more. I can't. I cannot watch anymore. Now my whole channel is gonna get just... He's gonna use his psychic powers to render my channel DMCA'd. Alright, that was great. I'm glad I could remember it. I was doing the search for it, and I found someone reacting to the video first before I found the actual video, and then I was like... No, I need the real video. Solidify it into a T shape as well. Because he kind of thought, I think there's, I mean, I fast forwarded, but I think there's like halfway through, he thinks it's actually working. I mean, he obviously thinks that he's doing something the whole time, but like it's actually like turning into a T, but really is just like dissipating. And then that's when he's like, oh, the top is turning into a T, but the bottom solidify into a T-shaped cloud. Excuse me, I burped, that's gross, but T-shaped cloud. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Oh yeah, that was a thing that happened. I remember that. Am I gonna have to... I don't think I have to, like, examine anything unless it specifically tells me to. I don't think that's, like, a gameplay mechanic. What happens if I present her this stuff? She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Oh, why are you showing that to me, Nick? That's good. Alright, well, she's not giving me anything. What did I ask you about 5 years ago? Who told... We already saw this, right? You claim that Hammer stole powers of the costume. What happens if I just said aren't proof? Proof? Well, no. See? See? I see how you work. Anything that doesn't fit, you just blame on the dead. Well, just butt out, lawyer boy. She knows something. How am I going to get her to talk? Do I have something that says... This doesn't necessarily... I mean, we think that this is... Like, we've almost confirmed in court that this is like just probably the victim disguising himself as Powers. And I would have thought, if anything, it would have been... But this had deleted photos. I guess I can try showing her one of these things. I mean... Those are the, like, the two new things we have, you know? So... Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Ha! I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except, I have proof that Mr. Hammer put the pills in. Take that, you old lady. This bottle contained sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. Okay, so I had to show her those two things. That's my bad, I guess. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. Fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vazquez. She has ties to the mafia. Oh shit, mafia. Mafioso. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. They just keep saying her name. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. No, I do not feel bad for her. Here, take this. Take this. A photograph. Oh shit. Whoa. Oh dude, it's on the spike. It's the spike that I noted was bent. Just clearly was an actual environmental hint. Great. Wait a second. This is the picture. Oh, this is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Shows an accident involving jackhammer. Alright, so what? I just show this to fucking Vazquez and be like, hey, I got dirt on you, dude. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Oldbag? Old? She means the security lady. Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway. They're very... You know, Maya and Phoenix, bad team of keeping, like, sources, you know, hidden. Like... I'm pretty sure you're supposed to afford some kind of protection for any, like, witnesses that come forward and, like, give you evidence. And they're just like, fuck it. We're bad at what we do. Miss Vazquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. I'm gonna kill you in there. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Let's go in the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vazquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? And Phoenix Wright like looks at his hands. He's like, No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. But where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises. Clues, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. Could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh my god. Where'd they come from? What? It's the Elite Beat Agents. You're gonna give me that photo right now. I can't separate in my head Elite Beat Agents from Phoenix Wright just because of like a flash video of like a mix of the two games I saw like years and years and years ago before I even knew much about Phoenix Wright. It was like a dream collab Phoenix Wright Elite Beat Agents flash video. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? It definitely does look like the upgraded like hard mode agents. Or this is just like knockoff Elite Beat Agent like costumes you get at Party City or something. They couldn't get like the name to Elite Beat Agent, so it's like super funk spies. And it's like 3 of them in like very obvious Elite Beat Agent costumes. Really bad like wig things. Like foam. Why do you have this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why does dirt have to keep getting... Like, why is dirt... Whatever. Why should D. Vazquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! We're gonna get manhandled? Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vazquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. The guys who didn't make Chieftain's team? Yeah. Cause you gotta think, there's a couple elite agents we didn't get to see. They're out there. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Is there a life trajectory? They're like, we still have the costumes, but now what do we do? And it's like, I mean, another one's like, it kind of looks like mafia outfits. It's like, yeah, let's do that. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I want to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vazquez? D. Vazquez, I mean. Not a question mark. To be continued. Boop, 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 boop. We gotta bust D. Vazquez. Or, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think where this trial is going to end up. Because, again, if we just prove... I mean, unless we somehow can prove that she commanded Jackhammer to kill Will Powers. I don't know. I mean, we're accusing an already dead person. At some point. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, great. I get to do my old guy voice again. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. That's weird. Well, you may call your first witness, Miss Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vazquez to the stand. Miss D. Vazquez is a producer who was present at in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vazquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vazquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down. So to speak. Of course not literally. That would be wacky. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio One. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van. Manila used this van to drive Vazquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. Okay. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Bum, 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 bum. Enter the trailer. Sure. Sure. Actually. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. I thought there might have been more. Well, damn it. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. So proof that she didn't eat the steak? I mean, it wouldn't be this, because this is a different area. I would assume. Side deep steaks on the table. Let me press some other things. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Alright, we didn't get anything out of that. Cool. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. No. I mean, I don't think it hurts to just press on literally everything. I mean, just in case. I mean, time, I guess. Well, not an uninfinite resource of time. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Alright, it's a crazy Crazy shot in the dark. Well, not crazy shot in the dark, but like, I don't...
Objection!
Was that really the answer? Ha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. Oh, what's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vazquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. With no bones, oh. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vazquez, slam on the table again. Just slam on the table to annoy her. I'm like barely tapping my desk here because I know it could be obnoxious. Just bonk, bonk, bonk. I would do that just to irritate her. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vazquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vazquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vazquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I mean, saying I don't know seems like a bad choice. I'm gonna say I think you could. It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. Ooh! Move! 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 Oof! Oof! I don't know. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes. I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I'm weaker and slower. Couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, Wright. If you still think she did it, show us proof. Hey, Nick, look at the data we have on that samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well. I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. Fuck you. Ugh. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Okay. What is the meaning? Oh, what is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Oh, is this going to be a thing where... Did she use the spikes to kill him as well? The spikes, the fucking flower bed spikes? I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. I mean, I'm either going to show this. Man, it would duct tape. I don't know. I'm going to present this. Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. What? How did I... I present my proof. The so-called I should have trusted my fucking gut. My gut instinct was to pick the fucking spear, and then I went with the picture for some reason. Like a fucking idiot. God. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh, that was Vazquez still. If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what happened? Or what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Hell yeah, I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. I mean, now is my chance to show this. Look at this photo. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order again, damn it! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Whoa. Okay. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vazquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Jesus. She judo flips him. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, oh god, she's turning into Ben Shapiro. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. I would assume it's the truck then, yeah? Oh, hey, what's up? I mean, it's the van that the game gave me earlier, I would assume. Yeah? Slam. Miss Vazquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hey! Hey, Madison. Hey, Sam. Hey, Madison. How are you guys? Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove the van. That drove the van, I mean. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, fuck him, sure. Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to been a conspirator. The body has to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vazquez could have done that alone. Oh, I'm on the big screen, baby. Baby, on the big screen. Also, don't forget they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vazquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. You're smarter than the average bear. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Dun, 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 dun. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vazquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? What's happened? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? I don't know, fucking... I can't say no further questions. I'm sure that's not the answer. Go ahead and testify again. That's fine. I'd like you to testify again. Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? Oh. That was like the fucking... like the judge was just, You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far, only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vazquez. Oh shit! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything gained by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vazquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth. Maybe deep down he's a good guy. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Weird. Okay. Right. We'll twist the truth. No. Assistant was there too. No. Immediately called the police. No. Give me this. Oldbag. The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right. The Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Damn. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer. I went home. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. When dude had them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vazquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vazquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Wham! Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. That is not how court works. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vazquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. Witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. She knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director. You have to find something to peg this on her, whatever she said. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Okay, so I would assume then that the final statement is something important, right? That's the thing we would... If that was the revised statement, like gameplay-wise, it only makes sense to me if that would be the thing that we then end up catching her, right? So I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna do this, but I don't feel good about it. Oh. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Oh, wait. Wait. Yes? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer's dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Okay. No, I get it. I understand. I understand this. I'm smart. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vazquez? Who? Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. This is all just confusing. It's all just a mash of things happening. Okay, he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the steel samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vazquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the steel samurai limping and then shoved him on a spike. And Mr. Hammer was in that steel samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. So she wanted to kill Will Powers then, right? That's the whole deal? I guess. Order! Order! I will have fucking order! Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vazquez. Very well. I have a question for you. No. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Old man voice. It's like my one old person voice that I have. Sure, I can prove it. No, totally. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vazquez's motive in this murder. It's the steak plate. It's the... always bluff. This is the thing about this game I probably am fucking up. I always just feel like, oh, the game wants me to figure out the thing. But is the case that I don't actually have proof? Okay. I might not actually have proof. I don't know. What do I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vazquez's motive. What would be the motive? The monkey head? Not the path to glory. Camera doesn't do anything. The only thing I can possibly think of is this old photo again. No, that's not gonna be it. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vazquez? 5 years ago... Okay, maybe I'm right. I don't know. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vazquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vazquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for your for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you only have talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vazquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vazquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vazquez's motive for murder. Sure. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vazquez's motive. Just show the photo again. It's fine. It will work this time. Should I pick no evidence? Steak plate. The van. This is bad. Maybe this is it. This is the only thing I can think. This is my proof. And this tells us why Ms. Vazquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Ugh. Oh, no, I was wrong. Damn it. Mr. Wright, court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court. It's time. Oh, you lose 2 health. Fuck you. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vazquez's motives for murder. Dare I say she had no motive? That she's just a psychopath? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? Oh! It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vazquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vazquez. Oh, shit. Dun, 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 dun. What? What? Oh, wait. No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Smack, smack, smack. Your Honor, Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vazquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Yeah. But here's the thing. Why would she be pissed? I mean, the fact that she would have to admit that she took advantage of him for years, but like, this is the exact thing you would, in like the court of law, you would be like, it was self-defense. Yeah? Like if he came at me and I pushed him onto a little flower bed spike thing, that's like a self-defense thing, so I don't get... So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. I gave him a little push. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vazquez. I don't know who's saying all this. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oh, okay. It's like a flashback. Manuel! Miss Vazquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vazquez. No! Just voices, just who knows who's saying what. Please don't die. Please. She's like reliving this in her head and we're just all staring at her. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vazquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. Even if she doesn't go to jail, I think the main bit is Powers is not guilty. Sure, because that's true. Because as our job as the defense, we're just trying to clear Powers' name. That makes sense. That's fair. But then my thing is just like, what's her incentive for lying? Or not just saying like, yeah, I did in self-defense kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking things. In my head, I would just be like, I mean, whatever. But yeah, we did have to clear, but like, what's her incentive for having Powers actually get in trouble? Unless maybe her incentive, is it going to be that her incentive was she just wanted that show canceled for whatever reason? Or whatever? I mean, I don't think so. Did she? But that's what I'm saying. So then what's the point of her being difficult during this whole process then? If she didn't want Powers to go to jail, and we're saying that she just fucking did it in self-defense, then why is she being obtuse the whole time? She could just be like, yeah, it wasn't the Powers guy because I don't want him to go to jail. I don't necessarily want him to go to jail. Maybe. I just think she's being difficult for no good reason. But again, I'm probably just overthinking things. It is true that, like, I'm just, as the defense attorney, I'm supposed to just clear my client's name. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. There he is standing there. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vazquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because Mr. Monkey's head. A steak plate. And van. That's honestly. I mean, the only thing is this. Like, would he just be jealous? I mean, it's either that he's jealous or it's like he wanted a scandal beyond this. So it would be like this. Reddit says self-defense is fine, but moving the body and faking evidence is what gets her. Okay. So she panicked. I mean, yeah. Yeah. So really, my complaint is just towards her as a character. She fucked up the moment she started trying to do other things. When in a real, probably court situation, if she didn't do those things, she could probably get away with some kind of self-defense claim if that then was found to be accurate. Honestly, maybe she was just tired of living a free life. Multiple times she was just willing to just admit defeat. She was like, fucking take me. Maybe she's just done. I get it. I understand. Take that! It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh? Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Wait, isn't the show canceled? Yeah, we gotta break it to him. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Oh, shit, this is our first time seeing him in 2D profile like this. I think. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vazquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? What is this? What is he talking about? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Alright. Well, I don't think that's how it works, but okay. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. The rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Oh, why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Flashback time? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. It went back to making kids shows again. Nice. Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. Didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Because apparently he's a hideous beast or whatever. Yay! A brand new episode has been added. Oh, we got a man with a bird. We have someone obscured by the thing, so I can't really see it well. Someone with a camera. We have Edgeworth. And we have a giant maestro. A giant hand man. Yeah, we can go for a little bit more. Let's get a little bit of time into this fourth case. What is it called? Turnabout Goodbyes. Turnabout Goodbyes. Do I get backstory now? Boop. The bird's the best character. Oh wait, shit. It's about that. Yes, shit. I didn't see. I'm reading off the delay. Okay. It's been what? 15 years. About that. Yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. I'm reading off the delay, so I'm clearly not. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. I heard a gun blast, but I don't know what's talking. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Oh, it's a gun. Merry Christmas. Kablam! Whoa, that person just disappeared. What is happening? Oh, it's Edgeworth. He was the man with the gun. That was awkward. Sorry, I didn't know the beginning bit was gonna auto scroll, so I missed like the first line. Couldn't have that. Oh, Merry Christmas, December 25th, 10:08 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gord Lake is pretty close. Gord Lake, of course. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gord Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick, the water pressure is kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Lame. Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fablehead is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gord Lake, but this time, it's murder. Gord Lake again? The body of a man was found in a lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Okay. So this was a current day thing. I thought this was like backstory. I thought we were gonna get like gritty Miles Edgeworth backstory of him like murdering someone in a boat on a lake. And that was like what he was referencing in the end of the last chapter. But no, it's current day. He's a killer. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? My fireman yelled at me when I called him. We got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Let's go. Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. To the detention center. December 25th, detention center. Visitor's room. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? Guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Oh, he's a ghostly aspirate. Oh, he just like appears. He just boom. Ah! Wait. Oh, he's fading away. He's fading away. He's a ghost. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. Why are we... Why is he doing that? What are you doing here? Or, what are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend. Or, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. I got it, don't worry. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're gonna help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in three trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all three, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you! Nick! Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gord Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edward talk to us? Present the badge. December 25th, Gord Lake Park entrance. Ah, I love working on Christmas Day. This is where it happened. Or question mark. This is where it happened? Question mark. Yeah, Gord Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot. Trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Bleh. Eek. Hey, you're that hairy guy, Hairy Butts. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will you ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. He's probably just real good buds with Edgeworth, right? I mean, he was like partnered up with Edgeworth in the past cases, right? I think they're friends, they're pals. I think. Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay. Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer? They're gay? Oh, that's pretty... I mean, I believe it. The closest of pals. I believe it. It's like when the tabloids take a picture of two of the same sex, and they're like, look at them being really good friends, just really good pals. Look at them just having a good old pal time. Meanwhile, it's just like Detective Gumshoe and Edgeworth just like full on. Rather, Gumshoe is very into Edgeworth. Oh, is it not reciprocated? Oh. That's like a puppy dog that loves someone who doesn't love the puppy dog back. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Cloud's lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gord Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. Kablam! And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. I just saw that fucking frame of him looking down at the gun like, whoa! A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? Fuck him. I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's been standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial? He hasn't got one yet. What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take his case. What? Why not? Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Unfortunately not. Well, pal, then you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney. Do the damn thing. Who is this witness? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yup. It was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. He even said Merry Christmas. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today? I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. No, Phoenix, that's not how Christmas works. You don't talk to Santa on Christmas Day to get your Christmas wish. It's just not how it works. It doesn't work like that. Santa is unavailable on Christmas Day. I'm pretty sure. Oh, do I need to like examine something? Maybe. Trees. I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. Thanks. I will. Sleep well. Have a nice rest of your night. I'm excited to see this bird, though. It's apparent best bird. The sign says Gord Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. How many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya? Okay, I don't think there's actually going to be anything to... I don't think this is a thing I do right now. What am I supposed to do? I got nothing. That badge. You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show that to someone who needs it. Oh. I understand. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Huh. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But, Nick... Damn, they're just fucking... Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is... well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, over and over. Just saying, right. Nick, I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right. Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head back? Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Oh, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Direction to the police station received from the Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now, let's get investigating. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, Is it? Oh, here we go. Let's do... which one is... We'll go to the beach. That's fine. December 25th, Gord Lake Public Beach. Wowzers! This is Gord Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please! I bet they're great! With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. Kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. Hot dog stand. It's closed. Christmas fringe looks like a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Huh? Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull a string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. Take them. Suppose it can hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? In my pocket. Poppers put in pocket. Poppers put in pocket. Classic party noisemaker. Pull a string. It goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. But they're there. It could be important. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right, exit. I guess we can end there for the night. I guess because I assume what happens is we're gonna, oh, boat rental. Look at that. The woods. Oh, so we can go, yeah, before we probably get too far into this, starting into this case, I guess it would make sense to end, because we can go back to the precinct, back at the, let me see, the Criminal Affairs Department. We can do that. And then from here, we can go to the woods and the shop. So, we'll be sure to do that next time. Let's see. If I'm putting on my judging hat, I think the end of that last case in episode 3 was not too bad. I thought it was had a nice little flair to it, especially with the whole Edgeworth helping you there towards the end. And then clearly to build into what's happening in this 4th chapter, where it seems like I would assume we're going to be helping Miles through his case here in the 4th chapter. So I'm holding out hope that I like this game more towards the end here. A little bit more, at least. We'll see. I should be back on stream tomorrow. It should be, if all goes according to plan, I should have Overwatch 2 beta access by tomorrow for stream. So then we'll probably check that out for at least a bit. That's the goal. Something I rarely do on stream, which is play Overwatch. I end up playing a lot of Overwatch off the stream. And now I'll play a bit maybe on stream here. So, yeah. So until tomorrow night, stay safe, stay well. Have a nice rest of your Tuesday night. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed watching this. And until then, have a nice rest of your night. Bye. Bye. Bye.